The Senate has passed the Harmonized Petroleum Industry Bill after it was submitted for consideration by the Conference Committee of the National Assembly. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has warned that owners of hotels who allow Yahoo boys or fraudsters to check into their facilities risk being prosecuted or jailed. EFCC issued the warning in a statement on its official Facebook page. The anti-graft agency said hoteliers could bag a 5-year jail term for allowing cyber criminals access to lodging in their hotels. EFCC said hoteliers would be contravening Section 3 of the Advanced Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offences Act if they continue to allow Yahoo boys to check into their hotels. At number 9, the senior pastor of House on the Rock Church, Pastor Paul Adefarasin, has described the Independent National Electoral Commission as a fraud. Adefarasin, who stated this during a recent sermon in his church, added that the numbers obtained during census and elections in the country are all lies. In the sermon, which the video was circulated online, the clergyman described Lord Lugard, who amalgamated the northern and southern regions as a devil's incarnate. He also cited a series of problems facing the country. At number 8, the Federal Executive Council has approved a total of 8.6 billion naira for the construction of a vaccine laboratory, purchase of equipment for 6 laboratories, and test kits for HIV and syphilis. The Minister of Health, Osage Ehanire, announced this on Wednesday after the meeting of the Federal Executive Council. Ehanire explained that the vaccine laboratory was needed to aid the production of vaccines in the country. He also said procuring the test kits would help drive down the rate of transmission of HIV. At number 7, a federal high court in Lagos State has forfeited the sum of $3,719,854 found in the bank account of Enebet International Limited to the federal government. The forfeiture order was made by Justice Chukwujeku Aneke following an ex parte application filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The order also followed the expiration of the judge's June 18 interim forfeiture order, which invited anyone with a lawful interest in the sum to show up and show cause. Counsel to EFCC, Rotimi Oyedepo, had told the court that the sum was part of credit inflows of $8,360,444 received by the firm and suspected to be proceeds of unlawful activity. At number 6, South Africa has deployed its army in a bid to curb the unrest and looting that has ravaged supplies of food and other essentials in the country. South Africa's Army Chief, Lieutenant General Lawrence Mbatha, issued orders early Thursday as the unrest entered its 6th day. He said all reserve members are to report for duty at first light tomorrow morning, 15 July 2021, at their respective units. The soldiers were asked to report ready with their necessary equipment. The government had said on Wednesday that it would call out about 25,000 troops to tackle the emergency. The unrest began a day after the country's former president, Jacob Zuma, began a 15-month jail term on July 8, 2021, for refusing to testify to a commission probing corruption under his tenure. Stores and warehouses have been ransacked and razed around the economic capital of Johannesburg and in the southeastern state of KwaZulu-Natal. According to official figures, 72 people have died and more than 1,200 people have been arrested, while South Africa's Consumer Goods Regulatory Body estimates that more than 800 shops have been looted. At number 5, the Senate has confirmed the nomination of Professor Sani Adam for appointment as the National Commissioner of the Independent National Electoral Commission to represent North Central. Adam was confirmed on Thursday following the consideration of the report of the Senate Committee on INEC, presented by the committee's chairman, Senator Kabiru Gaya. On Tuesday, July 13th, the Senate had suspended the nomination of Professor Adam on the grounds that he had an ongoing court case. However, it was gathered that the Senate INEC committee chairman summoned a meeting on Wednesday night to clear Adams. Presenting his report on Thursday, Gaya said after a thorough investigation into the petition against the nominee, the committee found out that the petition against him was paltry and that the reason for the termination, not dismissal as alleged by the petitioner, was not based on gross misconduct but on rationalization policy of the federal government. The court's judgment was based on whether or not his appointment should have been terminated, and this has nothing to do with his integrity or moral uprightness. At number 4, the Federal Road Safety Corps has deployed 35,000 personnel and operational equipment for special patrol during the coming Salah. BC Kazim, the Corps Public Education Officer, made this known on Thursday in Abuja, saying massive mobilization of personnel and operational equipment was needed for successful operations during Salah nationwide. He said the Corps was embarking on the special patrol operation to ensure that motorists and other road users had a hitch-free celebration. Kazim said about 750 patrol vehicles, 120 ambulances, 25 tow trucks and over 200 bikes would be on the road during the special operation that would commence on 16 to 25th July 2021 nationwide. At number 3, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has authorized the emergency use of 3 COVID-19 vaccines, Moderna, AstraZeneca and Sputnik V. NAFDAC's Director General, Mojisola Adeyeye, announced this on Thursday at the agency's headquarters in Abuja. The AstraZeneca vaccine approved is from Korea due to the stall in the procurement of the AstraZeneca vaccine manufactured in India. Recall that NAFDAC had approved AstraZeneca, Pfizer-BioNTech and Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines in February and May 2021 respectively. At number 2, Senator Ibrahim Danbaba has been appointed as the new Senate Deputy Minority Whip. Danbaba replaces Senator Sahabi Yao from Zamfara State, who recently defected to the All Progressives Congress. His letter of appointment was read at the floor of the Senate by the Senate President Ahmed Lawan on Thursday. The letter was signed by the National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, Ibrahim Sauri. Senator Danbaba represents Sokoto South Senatorial District. Finally, at number 1, the Senate has passed the Harmonized Petroleum Industry Bill after it was submitted for consideration by the Conference Committee of the National Assembly. The Conference Committee adopted 3% of the actual allocation to host communities in the Petroleum Industry Bill. The Committee of the Senate and House of Representatives on a bill for an act to provide legal, governance, regulatory and fiscal framework for the Nigerian petroleum industry adopted 3% as the actual annual operating expenditure of the preceding financial year in the upstream petroleum operations affecting the host communities on Thursday during plenary. Recall that while passing the bill about 2 weeks ago, the Senate approved 3% for host communities, while the House of Representatives approved 5%. However, on Thursday, the Conference Committee of both chambers adopted the Senate's version of the allocation. The adoption followed the presentation and consideration of the Conference Committee report on the Petroleum Industry Bill 2021 by the Senate leader, Senator Yahaya Abdullahi of the All Progressives Congress. The committee also adopted the 30% approved by the Senate for Frontier Basins Development for Oil Exploration. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.